Disney Store has just come out with a brand new line of Cars playsets called the On-the-Go playsets. They're these little plastic toolboxes that unfold to reveal a Radiator Springs diorama playset on the inside. You could get this one, which is Flo's V8 Cafe. There are also ones for Ramones, Mater's, and Willie's Butte as well, all with their very own little teeny tiny plastic cars included. When I saw these announced a few days ago, or I guess they weren't announced, but when I first saw somebody found these a few days ago, I was genuinely really excited for them. I think it's such a fun concept, and I'm an absolute sucker for fold-out play sets like this. I'm so excited to see something like this done for the Cars line. Of course, it is the Disney Store, and their track record is pretty hit or miss. I reviewed an old Disney Store playset from 2011 the other day, and I think I put it best when I said in that review that Disney Store items tend to look nice, but not be the best quality. But I'm super excited for this item, and I really, really hope it doesn't let me down. This has been showing up in Disney stores, in the Disney parks, and also in those little pop-up Disney stores that some Targets have. That's where I found this. It was literally just, like, thrown on a shelf, so unfortunately the packaging of mine is a little ripped, but that's alright. This is the only one I could find. Originally, I just wanted to get the Ramones and Mater sets, but since the only one I could find was Flo's, I decided to pick it up. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to take a look at the Disney Store On-the-Go playset for Flo's Cafe. I guess V8 didn't make the cut, huh? As you can see, there's a whole lot going on here. This set is rather small, as you can see, and it retails for a whopping $30, which is quite a bit. Disney Store items tend to be pretty overpriced and, again, not have the best quality, but I think the price is a little bit more justified when you see that it actually includes batteries, which means it's gonna light up. Yeah, you get two characters included here, these little plastic mini characters. For some reason, neither of them are Flo, and I don't know why. Why is red here instead of Flo? That's just such an oversight. But we do get a McQueen, but you might notice something interesting about McQueen. This is a pinstripe McQueen. Yeah, that's right. They pulled the old pinstripe McQueen, which you may recognize from some early Cars merchandise from around 2007 or so. This render of McQueen was all over the place, but he never really got any merchandise. In fact, I think this might be the first ever toy of him, unless another company already made him. Maybe Tomica did? I don't quite remember, but regardless, this is the first piece of pinstripe McQueen in my collection, and it's beyond strange to see it in 2024. Anyway, as you can see, we've got On-the-Go playset, Flo's Cafe. You can see all the stuff included here. Looks like we've got a launcher, some track pieces, the Flo's building itself, and a bunch of stickers that you could customize your little toolbox. Use track to connect to top of second toolbox. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a second toolbox, so when I get a second one, we'll have to see there. You can see this handle, which is actually pretty decently sized. I was really surprised to see that my hand could fit in here. Not very comfortably, but pretty alright. I actually carried this out of the store like this. On the back, we just have generic Cars packaging details. Ooh, wow, this is what all Disney Store Cars items look like. And you can see all the stuff that is included there. I didn't look at it because I want to be kind of surprised with what's going on with the set. Some more legal stuff down there. Since this part is already ripped, I guess we'll just rip it the rest of the way. Be free, toolbox. Alright, so we got quite a bit going on here. Oh, very good. It is actually taped. That's good to see. Let's see, this is labeled as Cars Flo's Micro. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so here it is out of the box. Well, actually, it is a box. You can see there are a lot of fun different things we can unfold. But first off, we're going to free the cars by peeling off these stickers here. Can't believe that this set includes a pinstripe McQueen. That's so wild. I didn't even realize that when I first saw images of these. I saw it in store and I was like, there's no way. There's no way they made a pinstripe McQueen. But you know what? I didn't expect these to be this small. And I'm almost concerned that they might be too small to roll. Let's see. Something I love about this, though, is just how well portability is emphasized. You can see, look at this. This part the car is stored in, it's actually going to be a little hatch. Ah! Oh, that's so fun. Look at that. Ah! And he comes in. Look at that. All right. Be free, Pinstripe McQueen. And no way. No way. This is metal. Wow. That is not something I was expecting. All right, let's free red too. I can't believe that. This guy's metal. Wow. Now, right off the bat, there's something very funny you could notice with this. As you can see, the sculpt has raised eyebrows built in, but the McQueen himself does not have any eye expression printed on, so you have this very awkward eyebrow sculpt on McQueen showing through. That's really strange. Okay, guys, classic Disney store, right? All right, so I'm really impressed with the fact that this is metal. Not so impressed with the decal there. It's kind of ridiculous. And like, that was the intention. I do hope the McQueens in the other sets don't do that. You could have just cut around the sticker, guys. It looks so off. There are some interesting McQueens in the other sets. There's a Dynaco McQueen painted white in the Ramon set, which is really cool. Anyway, here you can see all that nice pinstriping, detailing. Really, really unique design here. Very, like, sketchbooky kind of looks like. But again, this is just your classic pinstripe McQueen, I believe. Really, coolest thing about this is the fact that it's a pinstripe McQueen, and that's not something we see often. And also the fact that it's metal. I'm genuinely shocked that this is metal. That's really, really cool. Like, that increases the value of the set to me. I was like, there's no way they're charging $30 for this, he said before buying it. But seeing that these are metal, really impressive. Let's get Red out of the package. Red, luckily for us, does have eyebrows on him. And for Red, you can see they printed the eyebrows on the sticker there. Yeah, very cute. Hard to mess up Red's design. Very, very simplified, and I honestly kind of adore that about these. Not my favorite mini Cars designs ever, but I do like that unlike, say, the mini racers, which I absolutely adore the mini racers. Wow, they're much bigger. I adore the mini racers, but of course they're going for sort of these chibi proportion sizes. Here they're trying to make the characters, you know, they're sort of regular shapes and stuff, and just really simplifying them. I like how Red looks. I'm not a big fan of how thick the eyelids are. It makes Red look like he's a female character. That's typically how they'll depict female characters, but still, again, hard to mess up Red. I like how he looks here. You've got the mirrors here molded onto him, which is probably my least favorite part of the design, but I think that's all right. Again, he too is metal, although I'm sure most of him's probably plastic. It looks like the back half almost definitely is. We have some nice silver paint here for the hose and this part here. Surprisingly, the base isn't red, but this part on the side is. No license plate fit in there, but that's okay. One of the stickers in this set is a very large Red's license plate sticker, so we could overcompensate for the lack of a license plate printed on Red there. There's a look at the other side, and finally a look at the base. So, not the highest quality things ever. It's Disney Store, you know, but they're still fun, and I think they're perfectly suitable for the playset. Easily the biggest issue with these is the lack of eyebrow detailing on McQueen. What happened there, guys? Now, it's going to be very fun to figure out what each other part of the set is. Let's see. We have this part up here, which... Does this come off? Yeah, okay, so this would be... I guess you would slide this in here, and this would be how you connect it. Ah, see? That's actually really clever. Typically, when I review sets, I move to a different location, but this set's small enough, I think I could stay here. You could see there's a bit of a divot there, which you can fit another road piece in, and it slots in perfectly, so you could make a bridge to your next set. But since I don't have my next set, we're making a bridge to Lego Boba Fett's head. Okay, very cool. Again, packed with features, really, and that's really great to see. Let's open up this side hatch, which has a little piece of tape over it. Everything is protected by just one little circular piece of tape. Okay, well that wasn't very helpful. Oh, but we have a road there. Okay. I thought maybe they'd store additional pieces on this side, but I guess not. So this could be your on-ramp. Then we got another one over here. And I also really like just this toolbox design in general. It looks just like the piston cup tool carts we see all throughout the car series, especially in the diecast line. You know, it's just missing the wheels you might be used to seeing. Is that seriously legal information on the toolbox? Come on, guys. But yeah, I think that's really fun. It honestly could just work as a car's toolbox prop, in all honesty. Maybe if you put some fake wheels on there. Okay, look at that. All right, we're getting somewhere now. Let's open up that last piece. Of course, got that nice Cars logo sticker on there. Hey, there we go. Jammed my finger in there just a little. That hurt, but my hands are probably far larger than the target audience, right? Okay, so let's see what we have here. All in individual plastic bags. Is that really necessary? We've got a launcher piece. Let's rip that open. We really need to put all the pieces in full bags. But hey, it's significantly more care than the Disney Store usually puts in. Or I guess not, because the Disney Store usually overdoes it, right, with the care. This is a very fun launcher design. I have a feeling it'll probably be used in another set. A Flo's V8 Cafe set is probably the set it's least appropriate in, quite frankly. I don't know what you're going to be launching at Flo's. I mean, granted, you know, every time I'm at McDonald's, I do put myself into a giant car launcher and drive up to the drive-thru that way. I've been banned from several locations. Okay, so here we go. We've got McQueen in here. How powerful is this going to be? Go, McQueen! Okay, so not the most powerful thing ever, but it's alright. Okay, yeah. I think it's fine, especially for the scale and what they're going for. Having just a little tiny launcher like this, it's not the most powerful thing. I think you could really hear him stop accelerating. Yeah. No, I think it's perfectly fine. Not the strongest thing ever, but pretty alright piece. Pretty alright launcher there. But what I do want to test is, what if we put a mini racer in here? Does... Oh, boo. Oh, he fits, he fits. I was going to say he just barely fits. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for a little tiny launcher. But before we go, before we're done with the mini racers... Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. We're going to park these two guys over here while we go and open up the next part of the set. Let's see. You. Get out of here, top half of Flo's. Come on. Come on, get out. Don't be shy. And don't get stuck. Okay. Pull this out as well. Ooh, and we have our instructions. And also, wow, those are far larger than I thought. So here's our sticker sheet. Move this out of the way before we do that, actually. So here's the sticker sheet. Again, made if you want to decorate your set there. I'm not going to take any of them off, but we do have some nice ones with an image of Red, 95, a picture of Cruz and McQueen. I guess they didn't decide to bring out the old pinstripe McQueen art for this. Red's license plate, some Radiator Springs logos adjacent to Red with Fire Department, Radiator Springs police badge, lightning bolt sticker, Flo's Cafe, which for some reason does not have the V8 on it, which is strange. It's also missing from the name of the playset. And finally, a piston cup, which is in fact blank. I wonder if these, would these have, if I were to peel these off, oh, that's lame. They all have white backings. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping they would have clear backings. That's a little unfortunate, honestly. But again, I think that would be really fun for a kid, of course, to sort of decorate your set. Probably put them around here. Again, not something I'm going to do. Anyway, let's get our next pieces out here. Let's actually take a brief glance at the instructions. Let's see. It's a really bad time for my tripod to break. Okay, look at how big these are. Unnecessarily huge instructions. Look at that. There's barely anything on it. Except for the back, which is just all warnings in every language known to man. Okay. Alright. Cool. Okay. Okay, let's get our next piece out here. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. A lot more assembly here than I thought there would be. And you know what? I think it might be a good time to change locations. Alright, I know I just said my tripod's broken, but it's holding up just fine right now. The part that holds my camera keeps falling off, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. You know, originally I didn't want to move to the floor for this review because it's such a small item, but I think it's just better to have a bit more space, and It's working just fine. Now, there's something really interesting, which is the fact that the inside of this box has a massive screenshot of Flo's from the first movie inside of it, which is certainly interesting, especially when you take into account, when you take into account the fact that you're going to put Flo's inside of here. Now, I originally thought that this set was going to have the building attached to it. You would unfold it and the building would be there. But no, it seems like you're going to have a fully removable mini-scale Flo's V8 Cafe. And with how close in scale this is to the mini racers, that's making me like this set even more. Yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. So, let's put this together and, you know what, actually, let's take a look at our pieces first. And then we will do a little time lapse for the rest. Alright, yeah, a lot of pieces here, wow. Okay, a lot more pieces than I thought. I did not expect there to be this much assembly, but, you know, the more I see this set, the more the price point feels justified to me. And, oh, look at that, okay. Do we pull the strip? Light up! Go! I guess that's not how it works. Is it gonna make sound? Ah! Oh, that's adorable. I love it. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of miscellaneous pieces here. Alright. Let's put it all together. So here's everything all together, and to my surprise, none of it stays in the box. None of it attaches or anything. You could just place everything freely. There's a lot more freestanding stuff here than I thought. We have these fun little oil cans, designed like the classic Cars motor oil cans, but without the motor oil logos. You get 2 of those. We have a nice little Flo's V8 Cafe sign, actually double-sided, which is pretty cool. We have, of course, the places where the cars sit. You have to put these together, as you already saw. Of course, we have all your little seats here. You can have Red drive up. You can barely see Red drive up, but you can have him drive up. Get some gas. Not talk to Flo, because she's not included for some reason. And then McQueen and his weird kind of not canon paint job could drive up. Yeah, look at this. Really perfectly made to scale with these guys. And, you know I complain about the fact that these don't stay in the box, but this is really good for the sake of portability. Of course, you could just pack up everything and open it up, put it wherever you want, you know? Of course, we have this part here, which is the main part, complete with that, which I love. And this part is actually pretty loosely constructed, which I'd usually complain about in a Disney Store item review, but I think that's kind of the point here, because again, this is supposed to be a portable playset. Well, these are stuck in there really well. You may have difficulty closing up the box with this whole thing assembled, so it makes sense to have it easily be able to split in 2. We also have this piece, which you could easily remove as well, but that is an easy way to get your cars into Flo's. And again, if you want to not have it in the box, you can. And look at that. Just like that, you have your own perfect little mini-scale Flo's V8 Cafe. And honestly, there's nothing else I could ask for with this, with the exception of the inclusion of Flo, because she's a really, really weird exclusion. I honestly think the Disney Store did a really good job here. You even have the launcher, and I don't even know what the purpose of the launcher is, quite frankly. Like, what is even the point? Want to cause some carnage at Flo's? I guess you can. Maybe try to shoot the cars inside of Flo's V8 Cafe. Maybe knock down the oil cans. Or maybe you could just simply have them go up the ramp. There we go. Yeah, honestly, oh, another fun thing. You place this against the back, you could actually line it up with the road here. Not perfectly, you'll have to kind of maneuver it a little. You know, if you put it all the way against the back, it's not going to work. You could line it up with the road and just have your cars drive straight through. And again, if you have another set, you could do that whole fun thing where you could connect it to another set. You know, I was cautiously optimistic with this item when I got it. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be all that good, but I really, really like it, and I'm genuinely excited to pick up the rest. Just hoping I could find them. But yeah, I honestly really like this. Disney Store, you did good. For $30, it's a bit much. I think it would be much smarter at $20. You know, I'm not usually the person who says buy this on discount, but that may be your best choice here, especially when you see what Mattel puts out for $30. That NASCAR playset they just did for the regular Cars Diecast line is $30. You have to think that's the same price as this. Like, that's a little crazy. This, guys, this set is $10 less than the Piston Cup Wind-Up Speedway from last year. That's a little crazy. But honestly, I love this. I think it's great. I think it's really fun. And honestly, I think it's so cool because we basically just got Mini Racer Scale a Mini Racer Scale Radiator Springs series. Again, that's not what this was built for, but it's certainly what I'm going to use it for. Oh man, look at that. You could do like a whole mini Cars series with this. I might genuinely try to start that. That would be so much fun. Look at that. You'd have all your Radiator Springs friends drive up. Flo, have McQueen show up there. Let's see. Sarge. And the set included Red, so we'll have Red come in too. And here's Ramon, he's going to hang out. And of course, that beloved classic Radiator Springs character, Clutch Aid Racing Tractor. Come on, sit down there, Noah, it's all good. Look at that. Really, really fun stuff here. And if you want to pack it back up, let's see how easy or hard that may be. Let's see. All right. I hope I don't have to take the whole thing apart. Let's see. The instructions do not tell you how to pack it back up, which honestly would have been a nice thing to know. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird that they don't give you instructions for folding it back up. We know, Flows. We know. You're a restaurant. We got it. Okay, maybe something like that. We do that. Maybe something like this. Okay, so I guess you're gonna have to take the whole thing apart, which is unfortunate, but or I guess most of the whole thing apart. Yeah, actually you're gonna have to take everything apart because we gotta fit the launcher in there too. Alright. Oh well, so not fully as portable as I may have hoped, but it took me, what, a minute to put everything together, so I don't really mind. Yeah, once everything's apart. Oh, you could also easily fit stuff in there to store it. Store them here. Yeah. So you do have plenty of space to store everything. That and that. Close it up. Close up the sides. And finally, we're going to put our cars back up in the top spots here. This is actually kind of hard to open if you go for the little lift part. I'd suggest just grabbing it by the side and throw McQueen in there. And finally, throw Red in there. So I'd call this, honestly, a rare win for the Disney Store. For once, they made a pretty decent quality product. It's not perfect. It's definitely $10 overpriced. But still, certainly a really fun item that I quite enjoy. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you plan on getting any of these sets? Let me know. I'd especially recommend them if you're a big Mini Racers collector like I am. I forgot about this piece. Hold on. There we go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now.